you guys know when I'll do it, probably tomorrow, but I'll announce it beforehand for sure. And so when you see all these people with CPAC, when you see all these people in MAGA, like all freaking out about Hungary, it's because the wheels are coming off, they're being exposed, and their authoritarian project has failed, okay? Hungary is just kind of a small country in Eastern Europe, but this was the centerpiece of a much larger plan aligned with Russia. And look at JD Vance. Okay, this guy is such a terrible, awful person. He is one of the most evil, diabolical people. I would say he's more diabolical, except he has no charisma whatsoever. And he is so transparently a liar that he's not very effective. Okay, so what you see on your screen is last night he was at CPAC, right? This is the vice president of the United States. He is in North Georgia, Athens, Georgia. I know it well. This is like complete MAGA country. And look how there's nobody there. Nobody likes this guy. Nobody likes him. Look at him. This is a guy who said Trump was Hitler, and then now he's his vice president. And it is exactly the model Dump wants. So look how empty this place is. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Okay.
Even when I disagree with how he's
and CPAC has 6 million followers. And how many people were watching on Instagram? 160. 160 out of 6 million. Unbelievable. And Mr. McTitties, that's a nice username. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, Bets, you know where it is then. I mean, the fact that he had 160 people there is crazy, right? Or 160 viewers online. And I don't know, like, this looks like a funeral for somebody that nobody liked. Like our president. There's like literally nobody there. I can tell you, like, to rent out that arena, they lost a bunch of money. I did a few lawsuits involving like big concerts. But so I know how much it costs for making special out. This is expensive. He's so pathetic. I hate him so much. And then he said also that his proudest moment as vice president was ending aid to Ukraine. And I'm like, what? Of all the things, really? That's what you care about? He is helping a disgusting colonial genocidal nation try to killing women and children, trying to freeze women and children by the millions in the largest democracy in Europe. That's what you're proud of? I don't know. I'm careful what I say on social media about stuff, but I will say in this live, I am so excited to absolutely annihilate this guy's political career, to destroy every hope and dream he has, and to make sure that he has a suffering, miserable fucking existence. And I hope he lives as long as possible, just like Donald Trump, and it's as painful as it can possibly be. And I'm not saying that, I'm saying all legally, just by beating him in the legal way at the ballot box and destroying his career, just by exposing who he is. Okay? That's what I mean. But through all legal means, through all moral means, I want to make this guy suffer for everything he's done and get everything he deserves and everything he's got coming. All right. I hope his wife divorces him. I hope his kids hate his guts. Which, by the way, if his wife might be a sociopath too, because they stick together. But you know, like I hope anybody in his family who knows what he really is would hate his guts, because he stands for nothing. He is nothing. He is a black hole of like antimatter. And seeks to hurt innocent people suffering through genocide. So I hope he does. I take joy in his pain, and I can't wait to cause as much of it as possible. That's how I feel about JD Vance. Right? So, okay. What is this? I mean, I'm not even gonna why do these people I feel like this could be the end of the world when I see people like Candace Owens. She says, Erica Kirk is a hybrid robot. She's not human. I don't like Erica Kirk, but also, like, what is this? This is the same woman who said, I'm going to make a prediction. That lawsuit by Emmanuel Macron and his wife is going to Alex Jones her and ruin her life. Okay. They're going to get $50 to $100 million in judgment against her. Because I don't know if you aware of that lawsuit where she said that the first lady of France is actually a man and Emmanuel Macron's biological father. Okay. All right, let's talk about something else. This stuff will make me insane. God, Okay. This is fucking sick. All right. Tulsi Gabbard just referred the whistleblower whose complaint led to the first impeachment of Trump and for whom the inspector general deemed the complaint credible for possible criminal prosecution. They're trying to unwrite history. They're trying to undo reality. This is someone, he deserved to get impeached. He was a terrible, let's go through it. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. I mean, they're literally going after anybody, people who worked. It's incredible. Like, I'm just trying to think of the right way to formulate this. The way they tried to go after James Comey, the way they tried to go after Letitia James, they couldn't even get an indictment. It's utterly frivolous. But they think that they have this facade that like people care. That people care about the fact that, okay. Another automatic block is if you attack President Zelensky. I mean, like, you don't have to love the guy, but what else is he supposed to do? You're obviously a Russian scumbag. And again, like, those people always have fake account pictures. So he's been going systematically after everyone that was involved in his prosecution, in the investigation, in the impeachment. And Tulsi Gabbard is going in. All these people are going along with it. And they put these things out. They put these like stuff out on the internet through the Department of Justice, and they're like, "See, we proved that the first impeachment was actually a sham and it was a conspiracy." And any rational person looks at that and you're like, "Okay, what are you talking? This is not convincing. Nobody believes you." And it's really like it's a really weird thing to see your government of the United States blatantly lie in a way that nobody believes, except it's like this palace intrigue of people in the White House or in the Trump administration talking to each other through the American public. It is so unbelievably farcical. Oh my God, I love this. I love seeing, like, talking about Trump's corruption, and then Peter Magar comes up and he says, the employees of the so-called public media propaganda machine have been working under constant intimidation and political pressure. After my interview this morning, several of them told me that they see my victory as a form of liberation. Anyways, so he had his first interview after a year and a half after being banned from TV. Okay, after a year and a half, I'm back in the public television studio. We've just witnessed the last days of the propaganda machine. After the formation of my government, we will suspend the news services of, quote, public media until its public service character is restored. Oh my God. What is this?